Good morning, students. Today's topic is the continuation of chapter number 4, Working of Institution from Political Science. And today I am going to discuss with you three topics. Number 1 is need for political institution. Number 2 is parliament. And number 3 is why do we need a parliament? So students, in my previous explanation, as I told you about the implementation of office memorandum. So students, on the basis of office memorandum, this chapter wants to understand to you that how government of India is responsible for the take caring of the people of India, and also our government is responsible for ensuring the security to the citizens and also responsible for the providing facilities related to the education, health, neat and clean environment, fresh drinking water, and also a number of things whatever required by the people every day in India. And on the basis of above, just this chapter wants to understand to you that with the help of collection of taxes and government of India spends the money for the raising administration and also for the defense and also to implement many developmental programs especially for the people of India. And many important point which is related to this topic is why we have to need for political institution. So students, on the basis of yesterday's example of office memorandum, now you can understand that some persons who are responsible to take decisions on how to go about these activities, and some others have to implement these decisions. And anywhere, if in a country any disputes arise on these decisions or the in their implementation, so there should be someone. It means our judiciary determine and clear that what is right and what is wrong, which you can see with the help of office memorandum decisions taken by the government, and somebody's were against this decision and somebody's were in favor of that decision. So judiciary decided that what is right. All right. And also students, it is very important that everyone should know who is responsible for doing what. And it is also important that these activities keep taking place only if the person's position will change in future in favor of all the people of India. Okay, so students, now you have to understand that to complete or to carry on all these tasks, many arrangements are made by constitution or done by government in all modern democracies of the world. And such arrangements, which is very important, and with the help of that arrangements, many responsible persons takes decision in favor of people, and such arrangements are called institutions. And on the basis of above example of office memorandum, you can understand that democracy works well when these institutions perform functions, all the functions or all the responsibilities whatever assigned to them. And students, here I am talking about the parliament, about the Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha, and the work assigned for the president and work assigned for the prime minister, and also work assigned by the constitution for central government and also for state government. Okay, and also for all these institutions our constitution assign some basic rules and also powers for the function of each institution. And in the example above, we saw several such institutions at work for the implementation of office memorandum. Okay, so students, as well as the prime minister and the cabinet are institutions that take all important policy decisions. Okay, and the civil servants working together, and all are responsible for taking steps to implement the minister's decisions. Okay, and after that, Supreme Court is an institution where disputes or any problem or any misunderstanding between citizens and the government are finally settled down. So students, now on the basis of above example, you can understand very clearly that working with institution is not easy, because institutions of India are also bounded by many rules and regulation, and these rules and regulation also bind the hands of leaders, and nobody like any political leader or any institution can go without the following constitution. And students, that's why whatever decisions taken by our government, that is passing through all these institutions. That's why it takes too much time for its implementation. And students, due to the delay in any decisions, many people felt that it is good if no constitution will be over there, because decisions will come very soon in the favor of people, but it is not a spirit of democracy. If any decisions delays for its implementation, it means that decision will be beneficial and very good and be favorable for all the people of India. That's why these institutions are very useful, and also they provide an opportunity for a wider set of people to be consulted in any decision. Okay? So students, in the next topic, Parliament, now we will see, understand and learn the importance of Parliament. But sometimes directly we cannot understand that there is any role of Parliament to implement any decisions. So students, directly it is not. But students, may be possible you have remember the role of the parliament, because the decision was not taken by parliament, and you might think that parliament had no role in it. But students, if you have remember, then we have to recall some points, like the report of the Mandal Commission was discussed in the two houses of parliament, and also president called the cabinet meeting, and after that prime minister of India made this possible to implement these decisions for the welfare of people. So students, we can say here that there is no any decisions taken by parliament directly, but the decisions whatever taken by leaders that are influenced by parliament and shaped by the parliament, okay, because parliament or the both houses of parliament pressure on the government to act on the Mandal recommendation, okay, and if the parliament was not in favor of this decision, then it means no any rules will be implemented for the people, okay. After that, your next topic is why do we need a parliament. So students, now in the basis of above example of office memorandum, here we will try to understand that why do we need a parliament. So students, as you know very well that in all over the world, if any country of the world is a democratic country, it means there will be parliament. And students, as you know very well that in all democracies, an assembly of elected representatives exercises supreme political authority on behalf of the people. And in India, such a national assembly of elected leaders or representatives is called a parliament, all right. And students, at the state level, this is called legislator or legislative assembly. It means when representative or leaders elected on the basis of all over India, so that group of people is called parliament. And when these group of representative or leaders elected on the basis of state level, then it is known as legislature or legislative assembly. Students, name may vary in different countries, but such kind of an assembly exists in every democracy of the world, and it exercise and control political authority on the behalf of the common people of particular country of the world, like in India, okay. And students, now I am going to tell you some points that why do we need a parliament. So students, point number one is parliament is the final authority for making any rules or laws in any country, and this task of lawmaking or legislation is very important because these assemblies or parliaments all over the world can make new laws and can change any existing laws, or also can abolish any existing laws and make any new law in their place. Okay? Point number 2, parliaments all over the world exercise and control over those who run the government. And in some countries, especially like India, this control is direct and with full power, because those who run the government can take decisions only so long as they can enjoy support of the parliament. Because you know very well that in every democratic country, rulers and representatives are elected by the common people of the country, like in India. Understood? After that, point number 3 is parliaments control all the money that governments have. And in most countries, the public money can be spent only when the parliament sanction it. Because as I told you above that, whatever taxes taken by the government, that all money kept by the parliament, and parliament is responsible to spend those money only for the welfare of the common people of the country, to provide all the facilities whatever required by the common people, like in India. So students, now you can understand very clearly that why parliament is very important for any democratic country and what is the role of working of institution. So students, for today's that's all.